So as we have learned, and there we learned two things: the biotic components, that is the living components, and abiotic components, that is the non-living components. Now another things we will learn today, that is the ecosystem. Student, ecosystem is the interaction between the biotic components with their abiotic environment. Student, you have already known that biotic means the plant, animal and microorganisms, and abiotic means air, water, soil, light, temperature, wind, humidity. Also rainfall is also categorized under the abiotic factor or abiotic components. So the interaction between biotic community with their abiotic environment is called an ecosystem. A student, study of ecosystem is called ecology. And E.P. Odom, who was first coined the term ecosystem. And friend, there are various components, both biotic also abiotic component is present in our ecosystem. And basically, ecosystem is the area where an organism complete their life process. Now we are going to learn what are the various types of ecosystem. So ecosystem are basically categorized into two types. One is natural, another is man-made. So what are the natural ecosystem? Student, best example of natural ecosystem, student, the uh, pond. Student, pond ecosystem made by man, but it is not purely man-made, and it is an example of natural ecosystem. And student, desert ecosystem, grassland ecosystem, forest ecosystem, ocean ecosystem, river ecosystem, these are the basically the natural ecosystem. These are not made by man. And student, the artificial ecosystem, so the best example of artificial ecosystem, do you see the aquarium? This is the best example of artificial ecosystem. So this is all about the types of ecosystem. Student, the biotic components of ecosystem are classified into the various types: producer, consumers, and decomposer. So first with producer. Student, what is producer? Student, producer are basically the green plants which produce the food by the process of photosynthesis. So student, all the plants, whether it is grass or small plant or large tree, they are categorized into these producer groups. And student, all the organisms depends directly as well as indirectly upon the producer. Next student, consumer. Student, those organisms which consume the plants or the producer, which consume the producer or plants, they are called the consumers. Like student, we can take an example. In a food chain, grass was eaten by grasshoppers, or the cow, or the deer, or we can say the herbivores. So these herbivores are called the consumers. And student, consumer are also various types like primary consumer, secondary consumer, tertiary consumer. We can take an example like student, uh, in a in a grassland ecosystem, grass was eaten by deer. So the deer is the primary consumer. Similarly, deer was eaten by tiger. So tiger or lion. These are the secondary consumers. Another student, we can take a tertiary example of tertiary consumer. Student, in a grassland ecosystem, grasshopper was eaten by grass was eaten by grasshopper. So grasshopper is the primary consumer. Similarly, grasshopper was eaten by frog. So frog is the secondary consumer. Frog was eaten by snake. So snake is the tertiary consumer. So these are the various types of consumer we see in this uh, picture. So next one, consumer. So the decomposer. So these decomposer are generally the microorganisms, and these are very small organisms. They basically clean our environment by decomposing the dead bodies, by making the compound substance to the simplest form, and they absorb their nutrients which was needed for them, and rest of the nutrient was absorbed by soil, so the soil can get good nutrients which support the plants to live. So this is all about the various types of ecosystem. natural ecosystem, man-made ecosystem, and various parts of ecosystem, that is the producer, consumer, and decomposer. So students, that's all for today. Thank you.